All right, shalom, shalom. All right, shalom with the Hebrew Israelites coming out here to prophesy the downfall of America, which is, modern day Babylon, spiritual Egypt, Sodom, uprising of Israel, which consists of so-called Negro, Latino Americans. What the sound is that? Consists of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans scattered across the globe. You know, 1/3 were suspicion for the elect, and not all Israel on this side before this world ends. So we're going to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, the Qadash. All praises to the Father, which means He is the Be. Father of Spirit, the Most High, His Son, Yahawashi. He delivers, He that saves. And we always say in the Holy Spirit, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone. A salutation to the brother, teacher, word for the hopeful elect. The contrite spirit returning back to the Most High. Sincerely, man, woman, and child. Blessings. We're going to get right into it, man. That first scripture, woe to him that built a town with blood. It's one in Habakkuk and it's one in Nahum. We'll get both of them. All right, so where's that at? I don't even get it. Nahum 1, 2, and 3.
You want me to?
All right, I'll get the first one. Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe means destruction to him that buildeth the town with blood. This is America. It's a whole town, like it's a city. It's a corporation. It's and they built the town with blood by the saints, which are the Israelites. Slavery was a big thing, a lot of bloodshed, and they built the town off of this, off of that blood. Now they got everything industrial. Now we're moving into a digital age. Of course, it was millions and millions that got slaughtered by our people. Man. So they're responsible for that. Most High said He required that which is past. This is not too long ago, man, especially to the Most High. 1,000 years is one day to the Most High. This is fresh blood on them, man. So that's why destruction is coming to this place. It says, a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. Yeah. They established this city. Like we always say, this goes back, America goes back to a city. Citizenship. Anywhere you go, you have to have citizenship. You're a citizen when you're approved to have a passport, some kind of certificate here, approval to live here. You become a citizen of America all through the state. So, this is modern day Babylon. We're out there to be destroyed. Man. It's a prophecy about this place going down. And Most High sent us as messengers, as prophets to come out and prophesy before its downfall. They got a lot to pay for, man. There's blood all over this place. Man. There's still some places that's not too far that slaves got hung. They still hanging people today. Certain places, not only here, everywhere else. Sporadically. So these devils got a lot to pay for, man. It's another one in Nahum. I think it's 1 and 3 and 1. Oh yeah, 3 and 1. It say, "Woe to the bloody city, destruction to the bloody city coming back to this city, America." Just like this is the place that people believe in for the height of their success, their economic, strategy. They're striving to be a family, a wholesome family. so to speak, of paradise of America were the same way that it's going to go down, and they're going to be saddened by it. You know, a lot of people are waking up to where they don't even want to come to America because they see the omen over America, you know, and they hear about over there. They hear about what America has done to those people. Because America make you forget what it say of prosperity is forgetfulness of affliction. They try to make those Japanese forget what they did to them. You know, I use them as an example. They're not our people. They heathens. But, you know, we still our people over there. They might have been mingled among some of the things that happened over there in Japan, China, and other places, Russia. But you know, they make people forget by giving gifts and small portions of reparations, which is basically really on a fixed income. I mean, they ain't shooting out money like that.
See what they did with the people
Kamala
who went
Harris.
to the hurricane.
Yeah, Kamala Harris, $750 or what family or something like that, a month or something like that. That ain't shit, man. You know, and that's why that little conflict, that quarrel, so to speak, in politics played out with Kamala and Trump, because Trump, he did millions, right? Something like that. You know, and this is a play on politics. You know, they have to make one look like the better person because they want to confuse the people. But at the end of the day, you know, it's all for the agenda of the elites, man. Like we said, they puppets, man. Played by the puppeteers, man. So it says it is full of lies and robbery, man. Yeah, this place. How did they get America? They robbed America. They lied about, you know, the Native American Gadites being, you know, coming together as some kind of pilgrimage uh, negotiations or something like that, man. And then they called them in. They called them, what is it called? Uh, involuntary slaves and shit. Like they made it look like, you know, they treated them right and shit. They was stomping on babies' heads. The Gadite babies' head. They gave them small pox, man. You know?
They all in cahoots with it together. You know, they all on the same side. To, you know, keep the children of Israel, you know, destroyed. You know, I even seen an article with Trump. He was shaking hands with Putin. He
Yeah.
was asking him whether it was smart for them to aid Ukraine or not.
Yeah.
Why are you asking them? You're supposed to be against them. These people in the same, man, they in the same
Well,
blood.
and plus they know Ukraine is ain't no sovereign, you know, state or whatever. Ukraine, in Russia's eyes, Ukraine, like, why y'all tripping? Y'all belong to us. They broke off, but I think in 1950 something. But they was a part of under the Russian regime or whatever. So when Russia went down, it kind of they kind of dissolved with that with the Cold War. They try to sneak out and try to become a sovereign, you know, what have you. But nah, man, you know, Russia is still a superpower, man. You know, even Germany is subject to Russia in, you know, in many ways, man. They try to do that pipeline thing, but that didn't go through. I mean, you know, they were trying to ally with America and shit, but that shit backfired,
That's how it is. You know, they always anything they do, it's a joint effort.
man. Mm-hmm.
So if they do deny something, they all agreed upon it.
Exactly.
If something passes, they all agreed upon it. We know they're going to push this MOTV.
Exactly. Just like Operation Paperclip, which is 1,600 scientists, it's called a joint intelligence thing program. So they do joint themselves, man, and mainly to target us. That's what it says. Hey, you want to read about the Confederacy again? Let's go there. Look, it's in here, you know. And that's what, you know. I don't want to mention going to women, you know what I'm saying, but that's what our women don't understand, that it ain't us just against the so-called white men or dealing with these oppressive situations under him. It's all these motherfuckers working together and shit against the Israelite man mainly. You know, Psalms 83. My favorite scripture Psalms 86, 83 and 1. It says, keep not thou silent, O Most High. Because what do we always ask for? To take these heathens down. See, when we start boogieing with them and then them heathens be like, well, you know, try to slap us in the face or try to play with it, they be like, hey, we don't do that. Hey, you just like us. No, we better than y'all. Well, y'all been dancing with us and shit. Where's your power? And then we want to go back to the Most High. Say the Most High, these heathens. You know how your children, they be playing in the sandbox and you come back. You know what I'm saying? He think that's his best friend and shit, that little boy, and then he come back. He hit me, daddy. Well, shit, that ain't you. That's a whole different boy. You got a whole different family. And shit. Told you not to play with all them damn kids in the sandbox. Well, that's what Israel does over and over again. The Most High said, how many times have I taken you under my wing? Like, this is the last time. Most High is fed up. Like, I'm setting up my elect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You just gonna have to be a part of 2/3 club until you come back.
Because the men ain't never really got to be nothing here.
Yeah.
We've always been put at the bottom of everything. Yeah. And you know, our women are right along with that, but they got a little bit more, you know, a little bit more leeway than us in some things. Yeah. Because a lot of times Esau used them to make us feel like, you know, to get at us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, you know, yeah. That's why they in cahoots, most of them in cahoots with each other. Yeah. You know?
It says, keep not thy silent, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. Like move, Lord, please move up on these people. Man. Do something, like send some, you know, they know what happened to Egypt and all that. You know, send some plagues on these people. But as soon as y'all Most High do that, y'all wanna be like who was that? Was that Saul and Agag and he saved him and shit, saved the Amalekite and shit. Y'all want to save these Edomites, man. Yeah, exactly. Like y'all, what do y'all want to do, Israel? Then they be like, oh, you too hard on the so-called white people, Most High. You know? Like y'all go too. I know they the devil, but y'all go too hard on them. We just doing the word. They really physically put their hands on us, stuffed us in ovens, hung us, and all that. Y'all women want to talk about grapes, but they graped y'all's asses, man, and didn't even want a baby by you, so they bust outside of y'all shit a lot of times.
Yeah. And then like now, you know, that's why there's not really that much respect between, you know, the Israelite man and the Israelite woman, because that's what Esau did. He pulled us apart.
That Jim Willie Lynch thing.
So you got to come back to the way we do things. Like we are the voice. You know?
Yeah, it must go down. Like the you know, it mentions male factors and all those heavy prophecies, male factors.
Yeah, we ask the Lord to bring us back to rulership, so we don't, so we can be good.
Because you know, if Eve was a leading factor again, she'll open the door for the devil again. Oh shit, I did it again. I conversed with him too long. You know, be wickedness in the house. You'd be like, damn, I feel spirits in the house. Oh shit, I didn't let the devil in.
You know, it's just it's in the nature. Like it's not like really nothing that we can do about it. That's in your DNA. That's why we got to get saved. That's why we got to. That's why we got to truly rely on the Lord and what He set up.
That's why all the disciples were men. You know, they try to put a woman in there and shit, but no. It says, "For lo, thine enemies make a torment, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." Man, they hate us, man. Ain't no love, no. You know, we say a hate-love relationship because Esau, he was our brother in the womb. You know, he got memories, even in his spirit, he got memories of how we grew up and how we used to play together and shit. He broke the brotherly covenant. Yeah, you can get along with a lot of Edomites more than these Jakes today and shit. You know? But at the end of the day, they still the children of the wicked if they Edomites. So they don't make it. They don't change the narrative of how the Most High made men, made people, made Esau. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. You see, even in slavery, you know, Yahawashi, Qadash, Atham, brothers and sisters on coming board. It says, crafty counsel, man. And which is one of the key words in witchcraft, craft. So they use witchcraft and counsel, crafty counsel. You know, why they beating Israelites in the field and all that, they coming up with savvy ways, torturing chambers and ways that could continue to keep us down and shit. Even going back to Rome, even going back to our captivities in Egypt and all that. You know, make sure you keep the Israelites down. You know, it says, against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. We are the hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. Every nation can boast but us. All that black love shit, that is not a nation type of, structure. All that Muslim stuff and getting together with the Muslims, that's not a nation structure, man.
That stuff is made to destroy us.
Yeah. Because if you come from a nation and you explain it, to another nation about how y'all keep y'all customs, one man can't say, well, yeah, we keep the Sabbath, and the other man say, we don't have to keep the Sabbath. Then these other nations gonna be like, well, shit, y'all don't seem like y'all got it together. You know? When you hear about the Chinese, you know, of course, they they have parodies. You think they all eat dog? Maybe they don't all eat dog, but they're gonna feel embarrassed of their people that eat dogs because they know those are the same people. They're gonna be like, yeah, man, I don't do that, but we Chinese get a bad rep for that, But our people would be acting like they black, they Mormons, they Scientologists, they Muslims, and that's all diversity, man, and destructive diversity. It says they have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Yeah, and that's what happened. Call ourselves black, call ourselves niggas, calling ourselves, even if you call yourself a king, where do kings go back to? Like the apostle said, it goes back to being a Levite, man, a chief Levite. It don't got nothing to do with carving your own piece of the pie of America and then having enough money saying, yeah, I feel like a king.
Yeah, people out here trying to establish their own righteousness, and that's, just something that all of us are trying to do at some point. We've all tried to get right out here, and it's not built for that. It's built for us to find out that we sinned against the Lord. That's why we're here. Because we messed up. So we can't come in here thinking that we deserve anything.
You had that claim about T.I. being the king of the South. He said, I'm the king of the South. He got into it with somebody. I forget. Somebody else was saying they was king of the South. Was that?
Lil Wayne, like, it was Lil Wayne. That was like maybe B or Paul Wall or something like Big Paul Wall.
Yeah, there was a few of them saying that.
Yeah, Paul Wall was saying that. T.I. was going to get Shawty Low in Atlanta like King of Bacon.
Yeah.
The moment Lil Wayne.
Yeah, exactly. But where are they now? I mean, T.I. trying to do comedy and shit.
Trying to be a funny guy.
Yeah. And it ain't like specifically, some of these people, they didn't just like, act all with their drawers hanging out and sideways in the media and shit, Those are some of the more mid-age rappers. They kind of different from the rappers today, but they had a little bit of, something to them, and edge a little bit. But, that king stuff didn't even turn into anything, So King Von and, we can't be kings until we understand how to properly conduct ourselves in the spirit of Yahawah Yahawashi. Then we can be kings. That's why the kingdom ain't here yet. We ain't ready to be kings, man.
We ain't ready. We got to get ourselves back in.
We got to get polished up.
Then we got to go through that test.
Yeah.
Just like we were saying yesterday, every brother got a different test. Yeah. So that's why you want to, your main thing is to comfort other brothers. Yeah. Because we know that we're going to get the ultimate test, and women's supposed to help us with that. Yeah. Because you're going to get whatever test you get is going to be a smaller test than what we're getting if you're behind us. So we're in front of you to take the worst, like Yahawashi did. So you're supposed to be really helping us.
Yeah, and they mock Yahawashi. This is who they call the king of the Jews.
Yeah, man.
But he knew it was spiritual. So all these niggas dress on the outside, gold and all that, have a persona about themselves, code of personalities, but inside, they ain't living right, man. They ain't thinking right. So it says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, thy hidden ones, consulted against thy hidden ones. Yeah. So Israel should no longer remembrance of being a nation, being Israel, but they have consulted together with one consent. Yeah. They wasn't divided. They said we gotta make sure we all agree up on this shit. So nothing could go wrong. If they divided, they would have failed. That was the Most High's doing too. He made sure that they were orchestrating one mind. It even talks about the beast. They all having one mind, exercise after the first.
It's the same way. They ain't changed that up.
Yeah.
It's still that way to this day.
Yeah.
They're all against Israel.
Yeah. It says, somebody get Proverbs 12:5 right quick. So it's a whole orchestration. If we're born in the ghettos and slums or whatever projects, we're trying to work ourselves out, or find some answer, solution, even when it concerns our family. Then all the people of Israel got to know that something else is going on, man. They ain't letting every Negro through the door. Every Negro that go to these colleges ain't gonna make it unless they abide by the college standards, which is go through those curriculums and shit. If you making bad grades, they ain't gonna be like, hey, let's come in and party anyway. They're gonna be like, you're not fit for this school. You're gonna have to go to a lesser school or something. Or let's say you go to a real prestige up, with so-called, Edomites in there, and they pick on you and you get in a fight, they be like, well, we gotta expel you. Like, it wasn't my fault though. They suing first. Well, we just don't want no trouble in our school. So you got to go by a certain standard according to them, and that's anywhere you go. A job, where you walking down the street and a cop pull you over and say you got to walk on that side of the street, or this is private property, or whatever the case may be. So you Israelites, especially you women, got to understand this ain't our fucking ass place, man. This ain't paradise, man. This world wasn't made for the so-called Black, Latino, Native American man to prosper and be really comfortable in this place. Shit, even them rich men be worried about if they're gonna get taken over or the rug pulled under from them because of the economics. You're not at the meetings at the table with these heads to be like, what's going on? Why is the Black community this, and what's the next move? They ain't gonna tell you. You're just gonna find out. Like, oh shit, Russia's telling them want to destroy us. Why does that happen?
It's funny you saying that, Elder, because that's why it makes sense. Like, all these nations in cahoots. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. Yeah, it's not the rest of the nations. So Jacob gonna get the proof for all this, because just like the Hurricane Helene happened, it's like they didn't care about y'all. They didn't care about Jake. You know what I'm saying? And Major, I think it's Major something Green Taylor or something. She a Republican representative, like big spokesman for the Republicans.
I think I saw her.
And she said that they used that weather machine, the heart machine. Yeah. She was saying that. Like, she said they did that. They went in to grab some lithium or something. Some city or country had some lithium down there that was like resources.
Yeah. See, he saw his resources to use for evil and shit.
So they drown in flood places so they can make it a martial law in that area and block it off so they can get that shit.
Like they did Puerto Rico with that hurricane. I forget which hurricane it was. Andy or Andrew or something, and they took over Puerto Rico. Like, you know, most of Puerto Rico.
Trump was passing out toilet tissue or something.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
They always make disasters and come in as the saviors. The Lord said that He would send the sword after Jake. Who was given the sword? He saw evil. He controlled the more than just missiles. He controlled the weapons. He controlled the weather. He controlled the food supply, water supply,
imports, exports, technology,
everything.
what's coming in.
Sex slave trade. He's doing everything under the sun that the Lord told us not to do. So that's stuff that even that you don't see. And that's who we're faced up against. So you're coming at the men of the Lord, you look like an asshole.
Yeah. Meanwhile, even with we'll get to the scripture. Even with Issachar, they be like, well, it'd be like 10, 15 years before you get a passport, a green card to get over here. Meanwhile, these foreigners like these Chinese and Japanese, how they get their passports to get over here to own a business and shit, or the Arabs to own a business in our and you know, close to black neighborhoods or whatever, and the hoods. How long it take for them to get there? Nobody's talking about illegal immigration with them. But with our people, that's how you know our so-called Mexicans and our brothers, they under the curses heavy like us. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 5, and it reads, the thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit.
Counsel of wicked are deceit. So when they get together and sit at the table, we talk about Yahawah, Yahawashi, about a righteous kingdom. When they get together, they talk about how they can slaughter nations, how they, you know, could demand, you know, sanctions and all that, how they can play chess and how they can get in and take oil and shit from nations and shit. How they can steal, how they could ally with people until, like, they don't care about them people, a lot of those people that got support from them. They leave them out there high and dry. They just want numbers and want people on their side and submissive. But they ain't all that A shit passing out sandwiches. What the fuck is passing out sandwiches? You know? Or like we said, that fixed income shit. You win a million, $3 million, you be like, hey, I can feed the whole block. Well, you can only get 10,000 a year or something. Like, what?
10,000 a year? Yeah. They wouldn't even get all that before I die. Yeah, they'll do like 10,000 a month or something. Or you can do it in a lump sum and they take half of it.
Yeah.
I really tax you for your aid.
Yeah.
And then
so you might just get like 6,000 a month.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
they tax the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Then, like, just like with this food court thing, like, people think that shit over. When the reason why they're giving them 3 months is because they got to change all the price tags in this bitch. They got to change everything. Everything has to be marked up 65% and the pay. So it's basically like we're still in the same goddamn hole.
Well, they don't got a Treasury Department just in case an emergency fund, just in case something happened. All that millions of dollars they put into war and shit, and putting in what they do billions to Ukraine, and the Holocaust victims. They put some millions into something else. Like, couldn't y'all take some of that money for an emergency money in case situations like this come? The economy is at dire straits. You can be like, well, we got something in the bank, you know. But that's how you know a lot of this stuff is staged, but it's still happening because they want it to happen. Order out of chaos, you know. They want it to happen.
So they want to make Jake think he give him a $5 raise. Well, if you go to the store and everything costs $5 more, did you really get a raise, Jake? You didn't get a raise. It's just bamboozling, yeah,
man. Jake be, like we said, Jake be happy when he get. They say, you want cash back? Jake be happy. It's his own money. You know what I'm saying? That's your money.
That's your fucking shit.
You know? You get 40 cash back. Get the hell out of here. Exodus. Yeah. And then, you know, all that shit, man. They take your money before you even see it, like direct deposit. So anything that happened with the banks, your money is in there. And they got, what, like 50 or 100 years to pay you back? They don't have to pay you back right away.
That he saw Eden's basis on it. So it's like everything you own, you still got to go to him to get it. Like, it's like the Bank of America situation. Like, it's funny, all all these signs of this economy collapses in front of us because just like the port thing, they only postponed it, they suspended it to January.
Yeah.
Like you said, they still working on that.
Yeah.
And but Verizon had an issue, Verizon outage. I had a home where they got a Verizon phone. His phone was Verizon customers weren't working. I got AT&T. My phone wasn't working like a moment, like so many months ago. They're like showing signs that they're purposely hit the switch on these speakers.
Yeah, exactly.
They gonna put a plug on this soon.
Yeah.
All you gonna see is them MOTV stands set up. You gonna see them checkpoints. Yep. That's all you gonna see. And if you don't deal with that, they're gonna let the zombie virus out here. They're gonna let all these demons out here. Yep. And you gonna be out here. And if you ain't got a hedge over, you done.
And them people that didn't take the jab, they got something inside of them. Right?
Yep. That could be how the damn shit ignite.
Yeah, that's true.
Motherfuckers start eating niggas and shit.
You know, that that MK Ultra. Because you know they don't understand there's frequencies in the body, man, and we get affected by unseen frequencies, like But let me get a scripture from the brother on the comment board, Rabbi Yashala, Isaiah 10:1, another one of my favorite scriptures. We got all kind of favorite scriptures. Woe, destruction to them that decree unrighteous decrees. What is the decree? A law. They put it into practice. They put it where everybody got to follow that. No matter what you think, it's a millions of people that are against abortion, but they'll still pass for abortion. So the million of people are stuck out. They didn't change the narrative of what they wanted. And then they could divide it into states like, okay, well, Texas, y'all could do, they passed the right to abort, and then this state, LA or New York, they didn't pass it. So you got people like, damn, I got to travel all the way to the state to abort or save a baby. So those dynamics play with the confusion of a Babylon too. It says, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, they write it into law, man. Sign a bill, write it into law. Nobody could say nothing about the what do you call it, rights when Obama was in office. No matter how many millions that might have been against it, can't do nothing about it. These people got power in their hand. It says they're gonna practice because it's in their hands to do so.
That's why the Lord said, you can't. If you're not giving to this, if you're not putting your all into this, then you're really not going to gain anything.
Yeah.
Okay, simple, man.
Yeah, let me finish this right quick.
Okay.
It says righteous decrees describe their right grievousness which they have prescribed to turn aside the needy from judgment, man. Yeah, because we're supposed to have a judgment system like they do. On the left hand side, if you do something wrong, you go to court. You got to have a process of all that jury stuff. But and it's supposed to be righteous judgments within those seats. That's why it says that the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. You cover faces of the judges. They are, because they're not judging right no more. They give a nigga like 25 to life just because they mad at their wife or something. That's not true judgment. Or proceed with the matter and hear the whole story and shit. When they give you the news, they give you that one story shit. They don't give you what happened behind the scenes of that story. Like, when did this escalate? How did this escalate? They act like niggas are just crazy and go off the handle, which they are like that now. I mean, a lot of them. But that's not how it always happened. It says, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, man. Yeah. Take away the right of the poor of my people. Have the Africans over there and all these other nations that are poor, have they ever claimed any standard of righteousness and moralism when they ask America for reparations or a hand? Have they put moralism on the front hard and say, we the people of God, or we really heavily believe in God, so help us? No, they just be wanting that, food and water and rice and all that.
Yeah. They're just asking for the
So
shit.
it ain't talking about them. It's talking about the right from the poor, us. They ain't got shit, but we speaking in the name of Yahawah, Yahawashi in righteousness. You know? A lot of those poor, real poor people, they be dependent on the government, man. We don't depend on the government like that. We get our fair due. We just, give our fair due. But if y'all want to be devils about that, then hey, we know what the scriptures say. We work hard for the money, like Donna Summer. I work hard for the money. So you better treat us right. You better treat me right. We ain't bums, man. No. It says, poor are my people, that widows may be their prey, that they may rob the fatherless. And if you want to get spiritual about it, we the widows too. Before the woman and shit. Because we're the ones that's out here and they claiming our Lord is dead. They claiming that Yahawashi, they say Jesus, but you mention Yahawashi, they act like you say the truth about him. So-called black man coming back, they like, yeah, whatever. So what are they doing? They saying that he doesn't exist.
We out here waiting on our husband. We waiting on Yahawashi.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the return so we can reconcile back with the order.
Right.
So that's what we're doing right now. We're getting back to that order. And to do that, you got to die here in the flesh. You got to let this place go.
It says be dead to the world.
Yep.
And it says back in the Apocrypha, it says when Jerusalem was crying out, it says I am a widow. So it's talking about Jerusalem before it is a woman.
It's talking about all of us.
Yeah. The woman really starts with Israel. And the man first. That's the order. So even when it talks about women, it talks about, hey, because a woman can't be a woman without the structure of the man as an Israelite in the form of, in the spirit of Yahawah, Yahawashi. She don't know how to be a woman. So it starts with the man first. And then everybody knows how to conduct themselves, through that.
Yeah, so if you ain't got a man of the Lord, that means that you really haven't even really been taught. Because you're supposed to be with a specific man. Right? And he's going to have a different judgment. He's going to have a different office. He's going to have a different way he does things. But it's going to be to administer that part of the body. And you're supposed to do whatever helps that guy. That's your job.
Yeah. You put that in your lesson, you were showing like the government, they'll give the kids to the woman just because they know that the woman, I think that was your lesson, you were saying like, they give the kids over to the woman because she's not going to fully develop the man. Like, you know, the woman's the weaker vessel. She'll just let the boy do whatever.
And then they come out here and be screwed. Jake be through, just doing all types of shit.
But even in the social media, who's the forerunner of those families that Dwayne Wade and them? Gabriel Union. Jada Pinkett. They're the ones that's overpopular over their men. Kardashian, Cardi B and shit. They the lead people of their families and shit. So the man just be like, yeah, I'm gonna get back what I gotta apologize. And I shouldn't have done that, and maybe we can work it out. No, she should be saying it. Anyway, it says Exodus, finishing it out. Widows may be their prey, and it's talking about our women too. It starts foremost with Israel, and they that may rob the fatherless, man. Take the father out of the house. Make the father feminize the father.
Jake don't want to put his foot down. Jake just too nice these days. Jake, you can't be like that. This place is full of devils, man. You can't be all kind of shit. But like that's how these anti-Mashiach and these anti-Christ are. They think being all nice and shit is what the Lord wants. He's not about that. He's about his men putting their foot down. We're not going to move. You're not moving us. We will serve Yahawah, Yahawashi in this house. And if you don't want to be in here, get out. And Joshua, just go.
It says Exodus 15:15. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab, these are the Confederate people that came against us. It says, the mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Fear and dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of thine they shall be as still as a stone, till thy people pass over, O Lord, till the people pass over which thou hast purchased. Yeah, the Most High purchased as his jewels, as his precious stones. What does it say? We are lively stones. You know, he's a part of the building, and they outcast the main cornerstone, which is Yahawashi. Them, a lot of these women, you know, trying to stay off the subject of women, but who keeps doing it? A lot of these women, if Yahawashi was here today, they wouldn't want to be around Yahawashi. They thinking about this Jesus dude and shit. Yeah, they'll be like, man, it's hard to burden being around Yahawashi. Y'all sure he's the son of says he's our still man.
No back talk.
Yeah.
And that's how we are, like how we are. We're like I said, we're considered a woman to the Most High. So, you know, it's delicate woman. So what are we supposed to do? No back talk.
Yeah.
He gives us a scripture and tells us how to do stuff. We need to follow that to the best of our abilities.
And you see how they paint the picture, like when they do these Jesus movies, when they show the Son of God dealing with the woman that they claim to commit adultery. Y'all talking nice. Yahawashi might have cussed out like, hey, woman, what the hell are you doing, man? Because she's supposed to be under supervision of her father. How she get around places where somebody can take advantage of her? Or around her man, she's supposed to be, if she ain't around her, under supervision of her father, it's her man. So how is a man ever able to come around to where you commit adultery or you know, they raping you or you sleeping with another? So he might have cussed out and said, hey, sin no more. Like, what the hell are you doing? So they even paint a false narrative through these movies about the Son of God. So that's another way they watered down the truth and watered down who they ignorantly call Jesus.
It's funny because, like you said, it's like they also like he accepts everybody, but he destroys Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
So it's like, how is he this super carrot? He cares about everything and everybody, but he destroys Sodom and Gomorrah.
And he said, I'm long suffering. Why wasn't he long suffering with them? Where they could repent.
You even had certain Israelites where they messed up one time in the congregation. They was put to death on the spot, speared together and shit. Didn't get no chance to fix it or nothing. You know, so the views.
Who you think when Judas busts his vows, who you think gave him that mind state to do that? Most High.
Yeah, that fuse is real. It sometimes be short. Sometimes it's a little bit more long suffering. But the Lord has had it with Jake, man. The Lord is tired of this shit.
We tired of it.
We tired of it. So that's how you know that the Lord's tired of it, because we're the intercom. How you see us, how the body as a collective, how you see how we're feeling, it's how the Lord's feeling. Because he's speaking through his men. You know? We're tired of that back talk with Jake, man.
He's showing us. That's why the angels was showing men, like, look through the wall. Look what Israel is doing.
What Israel doing. They talking shit about the men of the Lord. They talking shit about the tabernacle. Even if we don't hear you doing it, you doing it in your mind, the Lord knows. That shit's all being written down and accounted for. It has been since the dawn of time. And that should give you some fear. That sin has to be blotted out.
It says, 1 Maccabees 5:1. Now, when the nations around about heard that the altar was built, the sanctuary renewed as before, it displeased them very much. Wherefore they thought to destroy the generation of Jacob that was among them, and thereupon they began to slay and destroy the people. So anytime we start to build, even in the spiritual, because like the apostles, elders be saying, like, they know about spiritual stuff, the elites. These modern day, these like quarter down Edomites, their children or whatever, they don't think of that stuff. But they seeing this spiritual temple being built. And they know it's true because that's in the Bible. They know about the Bible.
It said thou art made wiser than Daniel. The Amalekites know what this is. Okay? And they're worried about it. They're real worried about it. Because they made a whole damn beast system to make sure that this didn't happen.
Yeah. It's an exercising of their power to keep Israel down. Verse Maccabees 2 and 10. Let's see what that says. What do? They pay millions of dollars to keep this knowledge hidden. That's the if the black man is a threat from reading, how much more reading the Bible and understanding? That's a real threat.
Major threat. That's why they ain't even look over there, and they ain't even worried about everything going on over there. They're looking at us.
Yeah.
We ain't even got no power yet.
They're trying to link us to that over there.
Yeah, they're trying to find ways to get us to stop doing this. You know, but Lord, they know as Lord soon turn that switch on, game over for everybody in this bitch.
Yeah. First Maccabees 2 and 10. Well, we can start at 7. But you can read that whole chapter. Anybody else says, he said, woe is me. Wherefore I was born to see this misery of my people, man. Like, man, we see the misery of our people, man. In ghettos, slums, projects. Every time you turn on the news, it's a nigga shooting, black shooting another black, nigga shooting another nigga. Women are out there with dirty drawers and shit, talking about ass and period and how they want dudes to
Eat them on their period.
Yeah, all that shit.
Like they work at bombs, but they man got to be making at least $500K a year.
Yeah,
now they got that 6'6" law. You like got to be 6 foot. You got to make over 6 figures.
Yeah,
I forgot what the other 6 figures.
Some of the Lord gonna flip that. You gonna get the MOTP. You gonna get the 666. That's what you gonna get.
Hey, get that. And in the parodies, so to speak, real life when Popeye fights and McDonald's fights over a cold French fry, bitch pulling out another bitch's weed because she looked at her funny at Walmart and shit. Like, our people are the epitome character of world star hip hop. They don't go over to see other nations on world star. They go over to see our people.
That's what you're saying. They got different nations, people actually going, doing video vlogs in different hoods.
Yeah.
And you see young Jake just doing whatever for the camera,
Yeah, man.
Spectacle to the other nation,
And a lot of them be going in there trying to prank Jake and shit.
Yeah.
And they had one dude trying to act like he was blind and was trying to throw up gang signs. And Jake out there like really banging like, like making him look stupid on camera, bro. Yeah. Just like fucking with Jake. When Jake really out there doing this shit.
You see where the Moabites making it, adding it some to their head and make it look Negroish and shit. Make it more nappy and shit, and then braiding their hair. Come on, man. We gotta be the children of Israel and shit. We don't even try to
be nobody else.
Now, yeah. We don't try to be nobody else. It just happens to us and shit. Some of the dancing we do, we did it on accident. It's just like, and they become the most popular dancing. Everybody doing that shit.
It was all purpose to happen, Like the Lord had us walking around here for a minute, like, damn, we ain't shit. And he was like, yeah, you are. Get your ass to work. That's why we're here today.
Yep.
And every other week.
It says, woe is me, wherefore I was born to see the misery of my people and of the holy city. We're supposed to be the holy city, a separate city. That means a nation could be a city, just like America, a country could be. So different from these other nations. City of David. And to dwell there when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy and the sanctuary into the hand of strangers. Her temple has become as a man without glory. That's crazy. It says that's like the whole breaking up of the family, because what's a woman's glory? Her hair. What's a man's glory? The woman. What's Yahawah's glory? Yahawashi. What's Yahawashi's glory? Us. I mean, it works that way in a family structure type of thing. If that glory is moved out of its place, everything breaks down. That's why they slew Yahawashi. They wanted to take our glory away.
And the Lord said, set thine house in order. So, like, you a weaker vessel and you're not setting your house in order, the Lord's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna have to get rid of you because you represent me. That's why he ain't gonna have no just regular ass men in the tabernacle. He's not gonna do that.
It says her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Ooh, Jerusalem's glorious vessels. We supposed to be glorious vessels. When we walk down the street and if we have wives or whatever, our wives supposed to be covered up, and these nations gonna be like, damn, they got that. I want to be like them, you know. Or your woman going to a mall or something, she could be covered up, but sometimes our women can't hide the, they still like, damn, they can still see the beauty of our woman. And then the women say, hey, you might have 3 women in there say, we got a husband. They're going to be like, damn, who y'all belong to? Y'all ain't giving the box up, and it's still y'all both love this one man. That's one of the glorious things of Israel.
One of the glorious things we don't have.
Yeah. And that's a little thing to the Most High. He got all other kind of stuff for us.
That's how you know we really in captivity, Jake. We're really out here.
The women and stuff and the beauty and the concubines, that's just added to us as sons of God when we get in order. But we're going to have a whole kingdom. We're going to be having galaxies and shit.
Yeah, that's accessories. That ain't that.
Shit, the celebrity world, they call themselves stars and shit. What kind of world you think we live in? We live in a galactic environment and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And they think like it's all normal when Chris Brown got a hotel with 100 women in it, all for him.
Yeah.
And then when we talk about we're gonna have multiple wives, they're like,
it's an issue,
it's a problem. Like,
Chris Brown could do it. What it say that one time? They get mad when I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a meme and shit. Clip.
yeah, it's what they do. It's a problem when I do it.
Yeah.
Fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
That's how we feel. They just mad. They can't have shit, man. You can't have shit. Like Nas said, they don't want a nigga having shit.
They always bring up what Jake did, even with Chris Brown with the situation.
Yep.
It's like that shit happened over like that 10 plus years ago, but that will always stick out.
Yeah.
Just same with the Michael Vick with the dog situation.
Yep.
You got videos where they might penetrate their dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
2 dogs.
He's the worst. Yeah.
What Mike did though, man, what you did? Like, what are you talking about this dude? He's already over with.
He did his time, whatever. It says, her glorious vessels are carried away into. That's why you should be glad you're an Israelite. Besides all the suffering, because these people want to be us, and we got the greater, we got the good, we got the good part. We got the birthright. It says, her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. That's where we are now. Her infants are slain in the streets. That's where we are now. Her young men with the sword of the enemy. That's what happens now. What nation had not had part in her kingdom, man? They all had their hand in the cookie jar against us. Going back to the Babylonians, the Persian and Medes, the Greek, Assyrians, Persian and Medes, the Greeks, the Romans, the Americans, which was Rome all over again. And these nations are still connected to America as some form of allies to keep us down. How Jake just can't rise? Why is it still a Negro Latino project, slum ghetto situation? Like, how long have slavery so-called ended and shit? We still dealing with these same damn matters.
Why everything that's in the night stores look like they just bought it off Temu and put it in there? Everything here just don't last.
Jake business don't last.
Nothing lasts here for Jake.
And like I said, you got a so-called a lot of black business talking about they millionaires. They're not in the hood though. And Nipsey Hussle tried that. What they do? They take him out. He tried to build his business right in the hood, and they took him out.
They work for Esau Edom. That's their main thing. They don't care about the tabernacle. They don't care about the Lord coming back. They too focused on making it here, man. And that's the wrong way to go.
When the celebrities find out they Israelites, and they say it like they put Kanye West on the spot, and he kind of thought about that shit when they asked him that. But they blackballed him. They blackballed Kyrie Irving. They blackballed Nick Cannon. They blackballed all these people.
Because it's the Lord showing them you're on the wrong way down a one way. You're going the exact opposite way you're supposed to be going.
Hey, that's the scripture where it says they try to build, try to climb up another way.
Yep.
You know? Maybe I could, build a small circle since I'm a celebrity and all that, and I could get millions of people. Nah, they watching your ass. They ain't gonna allow you to do that. It says, "What nation had not had a part in her kingdom and got her spoils?" And our women are spoiled. They use good. Be truthful about it. That's why you got somebody like Biblical Spock still trying to look for love and shit. This is over.
It's over. And that's
60 years old, it's over.
Yeah, and that's the judgment too. Like just like you were saying, like he that leads into captivity go into captivity. So all of them have had a hand on us, even our own women. And the Lord's still gonna spare some of y'all. He's gonna spare some of y'all. And the ones that he didn't spare on this side gonna come back in the kingdom. You lucky, you're not lucky, but you blessed for that.
The Lord said, many shall be first, shall be last. Yeah, that's those in a hard position to LeBron James and all them.
And you're gonna be glad the captivity that we give you, because you don't have everything with us.
That's why.
Feel like captivity.
That's why all you that's taking the Most High's mercy for granted,
Yeah, man.
y'all gonna get it on this side.
Yeah, you gonna get it.
You know?
It's okay, man. Yeah.
It says all her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman, she has become a bond slave. What did Most High say in the Deuteronomy? He's gonna take us for bondmen and bond women. She was a free woman. Like I don't belong to no nation. I don't go into captivity. I belong to the Lord. The Most High took us into slavery. That our enemies gave it into our hand, our enemy. Now we're bond people. Now we're bonded by contracts. We're bonded by, like Apostle Barak say, paper yokes. We're bonded by some kind of form of money and shit. You can't make your own money. These devils are print money in the factory. They laying on their ass and print money. They got a big ass machine that make $100 bills and 20 all that shit. Man.
You gotta bond out to get out of jail.
Yeah. If you buy that same machine and make money, they're gonna call you a fraud and shit.
Money laundering. Yeah. That's what they was doing on that show, The Warrior. They was making their own money, and they set up a Secret Service after their ass, trying to get their ass.
Yeah, because they look
exactly the same.
Yeah, they checked them back.
They just look too clean. They way too clean.
Well, and we like we said, these nations with us, like even with Jacob, the jeweler or something. I think he might be a rat. I don't know. Yeah, but they always brag on him, like, babe, when they impress their woman, like, I'll be the first one to get lost your wrist up from Jacob. But they getting cited for it. They ain't all real jewelry. I mean, wholesome jewelry and shit.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is washed up. A lot of this stuff is counterfeit money too. That's why they started washing the money. That's how they do it. They wash the money to make it look worn down. And they said starting this October that they're making everybody they're outdating all the dollars that look worn down or buried, anything like that. Yeah. You have to go to the bureau and give them that money, and they're going to give it back to you digitally. They're trying to collect all the cash right now. That's what they're doing. That's what they're starting this month. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. And then, like we've been telling you, this is fiat money and shit. Yeah. It ain't even real money.
That's really get all this.
When you look on your dollar bill, it says Federal Reserve note. Like, why is it a note?
Legal tender debt.
Yeah. Why is it a debt? Why is it? Because it ain't back. It takes a lot of money to really buy real gold. Like you have one gold coin, you gotta have to stack $1 bills to pay for that shit.
It's just a tool, a measuring tool for actual resources. Resources is money. And we got all the resources.
It's basically a trading instrument.
That's it.
Because you ain't supposed to keep that money. That's why it's called currency. You keep it current, put it back into the system. None of that shit is yours.
They had this place in Norman called Perfect Swing. It was called Perfect Swing. They had these little gold coins for you to play the game or go on the balls and shit. That's what this is. It's a big ass Perfect Swing.
It's Disneyland.
Like you did.
I said an example of when you go to the arcade. You got arcade money. You can't take that and buy a jewelry or buy some bread. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck? This is arcade money."
Yeah. So,
or food stamps. You can't buy a car with food stamps.
Yeah. So America's just basically that. It's an advanced arcade.
It's a Willy Wonka world. Where once you get outside of America, you gotta have Chinese money. You got euro. You gotta have euro.
But don't worry, we work with them so we can transfer it for you.
Exactly. No? It says, I'm a free woman, she has become a bondwoman. And behold, our sanctuary, and that's sanctuary, that's the same word of a saint. Like, we are the sanctuary. You're supposed to have a sanctuary clean. Look up sanctuary right there. Go to the blue letter.
Blue letter? Done. When we look up in the Old Testament or New Testament?
Look up New Testament.
All right, come.
For the Christians out there. The law-abiding Christians out there. Got to talk proper and everything.
Yeah, like they needed completely just not difficult for them to understand. Get in there. They'll find the Hebrews. This one's in the Greek. And, see if they'll play the word.
Psalms G39, Hagios.
Hagios. It says, reverend, worthy of veneration. You want to look at that word?
Any more of that?
Of things which, on account of some connection with the Most High, possess a certain distinction and claim to reverence.
Certain distinction. Claim to reverence.
As places sacred to the Most High, which are not to be profaned.
Yeah, word sacred. Not to be profaned. What did it say of Esau? He's going to be measured outside the temple, which means profane. Yep. So they know we building a temple, and they know they measured outside of it. So what do they try to do? Keep us from building a temple. Try to send agents, provocateurs. They try to close off the city or the block or something. You know,
build big ass revenues right where we be doing camp and shit.
Yep. Send drunkards that military men that play as drunkards and shit. Never know, man. So, you know.
Just a couple more.
Go ahead.
It says number 2. It says a persons who services the Most High's Yahawah employs. For example, apostles have employees. Yep, employees. Yep, a person
we're employed by that's a servant. If you employed anywhere you are and you're an employee, you're a servant.
It means you got hired. Yep. Not everybody got hired. Yep. If you didn't get hired, that means what? You shouldn't be on the job site. Yep. You know what I mean?
You're gonna get fired. If you're on the ground and you ain't got nothing to do with that job, you're not an employee. They're gonna be like a lot of the places like you gotta have a badge. Like if you don't have a badge while you're on this property, so they're gonna call security. They're gonna be you gotta get out of here. That's what that new idea is about. Like on military grounds,
can't fly planes,
hospitals and all that. Anything they gotta do with that type of, you gonna have to have a new ID.
Yep.
then they're gonna be like, well, you're gonna have to get off this property.
Yep.
So, you know, you're an employee, but we're the employees of Most High.
Yep.
You women should be our employees, and you don't talk back to your boss and you get fired.
Go ahead. Simple, man. It says, set apart for the Most High to be, as it were, exclusively his.
Exclusively. That's the elect. Exclusively. Hey, he say, hey, it's millions of Israelites. Hey, come over here. You come over here. Let's go. And then the other Israelites like, damn, what are they talking about? He only chose a few.
If you ain't hired, you ain't gonna know.
Meaning a call,
Yeah, he called few and chosen.
Yeah, when you get called, that means you're in the interview.
Yeah. Like I said, everybody doesn't make the team. You can't have like 50 people out there on the basketball court and shit.
Yeah, and even though we work hard, you see us here doing the work, we still under the interview. We gotta endure to the end. We gotta go all the way to the end and pass our specific test.
And if you ain't making no points, what they gonna do? You gotta go on the bench.
Yeah, you ain't making no points. You have to be top boy or something. That's cool. Hey, all you gonna want to do is be on the team at the end of the day.
Because they celebrate the same.
Yep.
They be in the hotels too.
Yeah, top boy in there celebrating with them like, come on, come take a shot with us. Like, come on.
Kobe hugging people that you don't even know, that you ain't never seen on the
You don't even know that motherfucker on the team.
He's like, yeah. You know, you get to drink champagne with him.
He get his the band.
Hey, you say a doorman, I'd rather be a doorman.
Yeah.
There's a doorman decked out.
Yeah, and some people, you know, that's your job to just be of service to the men. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's better than being a slave. Being a kingdom.
Yeah, Fresh Prince, Jeffrey, he was eating good. He was in the house. He was sleeping good. He was in the Prince of Bel Air.
Hell, sometimes asking Jeffrey for advice.
Yeah.
They was more leaning on Jeffrey.
Sometimes he didn't even answer the door. He's like,
he'd be like,
I don't know what to master.
I am on break at this moment. Like, I'm not dealing with y'all. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all rich as hell. Y'all still asking me for help.
Who was another one? Florence from Jefferson and shit. She was a black maid.
Yeah, like
she was talking much shit, but you know, we just having fun with it a little bit. But you know, it's like as long as you with the people, man, you don't give a damn. Like it's like almost working for a limo company. You get to see the stars and shit. You get to dress in that the fancy suit. You get to drive the limos and shit. You basically a star like a motherfucker. Bodyguards of these rappers and stars, they just as famous as the rappers and shit. You know?
That's what you say. You want to be part of that party there because you want to be affiliated with Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Like,
yeah, because the Lord is rendering under what Caesar's right now and rendering under what's Yahawashi. So if you don't belong to one of his men, and that's even like the honorable multitude, you still got somebody set up over you. That the Lord had you put a spirit on you to watch and stay around and listen to what they saying and making sure you're studying, making sure you're checking yourself too, because it says you got to be fully persuaded in your own mind. Just because you're not a teacher doesn't mean you don't have your own specific test. Everybody in the elect has a test. Everybody has a specific test. It's a straight game, and that's men, women, and children. Even you young children out here, you got a test, and some of it usually is to what? Obey who's over you.
It's almost like that movie Bird Box. He said, hey, she got to cover their eyes. Like, don't y'all say a word.
Yep.
Y'all stay under this boat.
Yep.
If y'all get up, y'all gonna be.
Y'all get up, y'all in trouble. Yep.
They were little kids. They was like 5 years old.
Yep. Okay, I need you to run and don't fucking stop. Like, if you don't listen to what says, you're done. Yep. He gonna go, what, mom? Why?
I need you to run at the end of that tree and then turn left. When I give you a go ahead, you do it. The bear ain't looking. Go.
that's what's funny too. It's like the Lord is setting that spirit in Babylon for these people to be rebellious, to do what they want to do. Pride. It's like it takes some type of discipline to be able to listen to people. You know what I'm saying? So this whole Asian woman, Mandy, young Jakes, they don't want to listen. Even especially when it comes to another Jake, I don't want to listen to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? The whole time it's like that's gonna be their downfall. They're gonna be the lives.
Yeah. It says one of my favorite scriptures.
Another one.
It says Micah 4:10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. Now, and we in the birth pains. Our deliverance is about to be born. You know, our new bodies, a new body coming out of the ships of the Lord. You know, in a way, you could. It's kind of like it is the mothership, it's the fathership, but you know, it's our birth. It's our really new birth. Then bodies are coming us down and as in new rulership. Man. But it says be in pain. So, you know, we're in our contractual states now.
And it said, like, you know, when it talked about even in Genesis, like I was reading last night, going into the conception that he put on the woman. That's why you see the whole nation is in sorrow right now. The whole head is sick. And we're going through birth pains right now.
Because what they do, like, as soon as a woman, she don't wait till her pregnancy, 6, 7. As soon as she find out she's pregnant, she start getting ready for a wedding or possible wedding.
Baby shower.
A baby shower. She tell all her friends, she gotta get a better job. She, you know, tell her man he's moving around and shit. So that's what we're doing it before the baby actually happens.
Which is Yahawashi return.
It's like that parable, the 10 versions. If I was wise, if I was foolish, they was the
foolish preparing. They was
slumbering, sleeping, turning up. All
the others were working and make sure they
get
got
ready, roll, smelling good. Getting that house in order.
And that's why us as men, we terrified of having somebody in our house that ain't in order. We'll let your ass go. But it's like, because you're gonna be held accountable for that.
And you're gonna bring demons to that house.
Yeah, we need you to be in order because our life, it's a vital on our lives too. You know, it's not like we don't care about our women, but we're terrified of the Lord. And it said, if you don't drop your mother, brother, sister, anybody in this thing, you're not worthy of the tabernacle. We want to be there with the Lord. Like,
see right here it says daughter of Zion, but it's talking about it's talking about Israel. It's talking about a woman, the daughter of Zion.
You gotta do this right, man.
It says, like a woman in travail, but now thou shalt go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, thou there, and thou shalt go even into Babylon, right here. You know? Because what the Most High do, He scattered us. The field is the world, so we went in all the parts of the world, and even into Babylon, right here in America. And we you know, Most High sent our enemies to come get us in them, you know, and settle down as an oppressor in America.
Put us through all that, but He's still giving us time to repent because we make mistakes too. We ain't perfect.
Well, it's going to say right here, there the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemies. He's going to redeem us, and it said without money. So you can't push us to be like, hey, if you ain't making no money, we ain't going to be redeemed with money. You know, or any other powers, but the power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. You can't get in your car and run from a missile. You know? Or buy food now from shooting on the missile. Well, I got, you know, America can't even do that. Well, we'll give you one of our biggest states. We'll give you Texas. I don't want Texas.
It said they heap treasures together for the last days. And just like we were saying, like there's still going to be a lot of panic buying because they know that all the prices are about to go up. So a lot of stuff is still going to get bought. Okay? Ain't nothing changed.
And it says the more they buy something, the more the economy is in need of money. Something like that. I forget how it goes.
The inflation goes up because it's less of that material, so it's more expensive.
It's inflated now.
It's inflated. It's like you go get a balloon. They got 10 balloons. You get a balloon. And they got 9 balloons, but then they got 1 balloon. They might charge that balloon double the price because they know that's their last time they're gonna be making money until they get more balloons. You know what I'm saying?
I got a scripture that goes down with captivity. This is Barak chapter 4, verse 24. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity.
Yeah, you know, they all looking upon Israel. Most High said He put us in the midst of the nations, and we did worse than the nations. So they looking upon Israel. They always have us in the middle of, you know, like that taunting thing. They push you in the middle and taunt you and push you around and shit. Go ahead.
So shall they see shortly your salvation from our power.
Yeah, but they're gonna get it because, like we said, the pressure. When it says to touch the apple of the Most High's eye, it means the elect right now. they try to come against the elect, that's when the Most High gonna like, I'm gonna intervene, take them down. Go ahead.
Which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to get them immortal bodies. We're trying to get, closer to our power to get saved from these enemies.
That's why you see, all the brothers doing videos every day, because that's showing you the birth pains are being turned up. It used to be 3 days a week, right? Well, now it's every day because it's like the birth pains is, the contractions, okay, is more frequent now.
The Lord said He's gonna pour out His Spirit. Like the kids, dreams, visions, women, like
And it get to a point where the pregnant woman, she gets so, contractions are so hard. So the one brothers sisters on coming board, they get so hard, she got to go ahead and go to the hospital. Well, it's gonna get so hard. A lot of y'all gonna have no choice but to go back to the Most High. Like, he's the ultimate hospitality.
He's gonna make it where we don't have no other choice but to just rely on that name and our faith. That's where we're headed to. There's gonna be literally nothing less for us to rely on. And that's what's got to be in our minds. And the only way we do that is through study, diligence, checking ourselves, patience, because it takes time to fix yourself when you do make mistakes. But the Lord makes us go through those mistakes, because if He didn't, we would be way too over-righteous. They would have killed us out here by now. Okay, the way He has it set up is that we are balanced. So they won't even be able to, they'll be like, that's why I say it's going to be the strangers of our salvation. They'll be like, they gonna fuck it up every other week, man. What the hell, them? That's how they gonna they can't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a trick.
What did it say in the scripture? Most High love judgment.
Yeah.
I mean, we saying that we can't judge, but we're supposed to love judgment. We're supposed to be trying to, even with these nations, when they get up on us and they come with their, they committed whatever, we're gonna be like, hey man, we're gonna love the, what we're gonna do, counsel, and then say like, hey, you're gonna get your hair cut off.
Yeah, and that shows like that we do go off and stuff and make mistakes, but we don't live in sin. Like we was doing laundry earlier, and this one chick pulled up, she looked like she been mollied out all night, just thrown.
Well, that's what it says. So they may add sin upon sin.
That's what they do, man.
When your sins are stacked up, the demons are, they invite. Let's say 7 more demons. You go get
legion.
Go to the sweat places.
We see shit like that, man.
So it's gonna be. Let's say you go into the industry, these people, and they have examples of that, and your first contract is like, oh shit, 2-3 year contract, and you get little women and shit, get little booze. Next thing you know, you at Diddy's party and shit. Don't even know how you got. Like fuck, you done went too deep in.
Over there like that one dude on Fatal, he was sitting in that chair with that suit on, all that money, he just staring like bamboozled. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, not even looking like he having fun or nothing. Just stuck. Mind, brain dead. And that's why sometimes, Jake, we take a couple sips out here when we get done doing the work or whatever we got to do for the day. Because we vexed with this place, man. We tired of seeing this shit, man. We see the same shit every day, man.
It says the earth wax cold like a garment. It's the same shit. Like 50 Cent said, we're doing the same two-step. It's the same shit, man. Niggas go to the club, dance a little bit, mac a little bit, get shot. Some made it out, some didn't. Another rapper dies. Same ratchet women get into a fight on Housewives.
Same shit, do toilet paper. That's it.
Yeah. Same shit. That's why Jake end up going back to the old school. They end up going back to getting flat tops and shit cut in their hair. Like they ain't got no. They got to change up some way, and they just go back to doing the same shit.
It's like we all saying we tired. Like the Lord said, He gonna make that proverb cease. And we was talking about why she ain't stricken anymore. You gonna go bail more and more.
Right. Yep. That's how we can eat Israel has got. It says, now also many nations are gathered against thee that say, let her be defiled, let our eye look upon Zion, like you said. You're in the middle of the, like they looking up on you, like, look, taunting you, bywords. Oh yeah, how y'all gonna be from Jerusalem and shit? Y'all in America? Was y'all born there? Where's your citizenship? Where's your birth certificate? We don't need to have to show you a damn birth certificate to be from Jerusalem. Our spirit goes back to the Most High, which He said that's His place. Out of all the lands, Israel, out of all, the rivers, River of Jordan, so forth. That doesn't change our lineage and who we are just because we were fleeing from destruction. When you are under your oppressor, let's say just overnight, this thing changed and they say, well, everybody's named after Trump, some Twilight Zone shit. That means we Trump sons and shit.
You never fucking know. They just made a Trump Bible that Oklahoma. They just they said that it was a new expository or some Bible or some shit, and they approved it in the Oklahoma schools.
You say when that day, many days are gonna be false Christ. This is all what's going on right now.
Man, Trump, that man don't know nothing about this word, man. Oh man,
We at the back end of this stuff, bro. You can just see it.
Yeah. Man,
like I said, nothing new no more. Like it's to a point I don't want to go outside.
Yeah.
Look out there like too much energy, man.
What's on Netflix? Like Jake is a chill, like trying to chill.
That's what worldly people don't understand, because they still full of that energy and juice. That worldly juice. So they got energy to do all that stuff. How you gonna have a real conversation, a deep conversation, and people they just don't understand what's going on? It says, but they know not the thoughts of the Lord. Neither understand they His counsel. But He shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thy horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs brass. Thou shalt beat in pieces many people. So all those people that are mocking, putting us in the middle of things and trying to make us out of a spectacle or a sport. Like the Philistines. I was reading the story of Samson. They made him out of a sport, man. Put him in the middle of and the Philistines like, look at this dude. This is one of our enemies, and he got deceived and shit, and he got him locked and bound in prison and all that. Same thing with the apostles, with John the Baptist and Paul and Peter and Matthew and all them. There's mocking. Yahawashi, mocking. Us today, mocking.
Mocking and scoffing, just like they do Antoine Daniels, like all these women making these TikToks. I know what you say, I know some, but if you see Israelites on them preaching it all the time, Ezekiel, they said scripture, then you shall know. I probably have been amongst you.
Then you gonna know.
You
saw cut that Babylon juice off. There ain't no more sippy cup for your ass to keep you out of knowing that you in your captivity. You gonna find out, like, you should have listened. And that's the fear we got. We don't want to be those people. So when the elders and apostles, or whoever's over us saying something, we ain't talking, man. We don't want to get left.
It says, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. This is going to happen over the whole earth. That's why what do you call it? The chariots over the whole earth. This is the curse that goes over the whole earth. Most High is angry, especially Babylon here in America, but he's going to get these other nations too. Take the crowns, casting down of these crowned nations from the Ancient of Days. Man. We go to Jeremiah 51:20. See what that says. You have something?
Going into this place gonna get double.
Okay, we get this one. 51:20. It says, Jeremiah 51:20, the sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord and rebuke of thy power. Yeah. That's how our people are. Well, you can go to 17. It says, "Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which had drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury." Like, yeah, y'all can't sing that same old song like, "Oh Lord, we've been in poverty and we came from slavery." And a lot of y'all don't even believe in slavery no more. Like I said, if we had 10 years in this, y'all gonna be like, slavery never existed. Well, they gonna trick y'all niggas with AI and make you think some white people was in slavery.
Yeah, one of the brothers he just put out there on the thing with the they try to that word Ruddy, when me Red talking about Esau, they tried to say it meant like the holy people of the Bible. It means like they try to make it seem like it was royalty. You know what I'm saying? Like they try to do that. Like I see if I can put it up.
It says, what does it say? It says, Lord of the cup of his fury. Yeah, slavery. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trouble and wrung them out. Yeah. Now they're gonna Most High gonna put the curses on them. Most High gonna put slavery up on them. Most High is gonna make them drink the dregs. And double, it's gonna be extra bitter, extra strong, extra strong. You know how you take a pay to get those front seats, so to speak. It says these two things are come up unto thee. You shall be sorry for thee, man. Yeah. See a nigga dead in the street. Back in the slavery, they saw somebody hanging on the tree. They just keep walking. Kids laughing, the elites laughing. Well,
The children throwing shit at Jake and shit while he hanging up there and shit. They didn't give a shit about us, and that's how it's gonna be during Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be the same thing, and the left is not gonna feel sorry for 2/3, man. They're not gonna feel sorry because we told you.
what they used to do, interview those families in the 60s, black families, and they have like 5 to 10 children. How do you take care of your children? How do you survive? And they take them to the cabinet, they pull out canned goods, and their children eat cornmeal and shit, rice and shit.
Preserves.
Yeah, preserves and shit. God. Even with on in the 80s and 90s, they had the Lunchables and shit. What the fuck is that? Dog, that's basically dog food. Lunchables and lunch meat sandwiches and hot dogs and shit. That's slavery food, man. Yeah, that's platform food. You're at the bottom of the food chain. It says, desolation and destruction and the famine and the sword, by whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted, they lie at the heavy streets as a wild boar in the net. They are full of fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. And if you go to 12, the comfort, even I am he that comfort you. He comfort us, letting us know that we're Israelites, letting us know that we have mercy, letting us know we have a kingdom coming, giving us faith, hope. Hey, a man without hope, not only is a danger to society, he's a danger to himself. He's destructive. He'll jump out off a bridge, bust his bowels, he'll kill his whole family.
That's why we do these lessons to strengthen the brothers, because brothers do go through some serious situations sometimes, And these lessons are supposed to be comforting, but we are supposed to be men and stand on all two feet.
A lot of us don't have wives as a pillar of rest, and as a helpmeet. And even sometimes in the truth, they don't really do that. Some do, some not so much.
Because we like that Isaiah 4:1 with Yahawashi. We like, we'll take care of ourselves. Just call us by your name. Yeah. That's how you supposed to be with us. We got it. We'll figure out all shit. We'll make sure you ain't got to worry about none of that. Just make sure that you say that we your men.
Look, how long should I gather you under my wings, O Israel?
Yeah,
Like daughter.
Yeah. We gonna say, hey, Lord, we'll gather for you, Lord. We'll fish for you.
We want to be the Lord's pick-me's. We gonna be like, hey, get me out of here.
Just like this word pick-me's for all these celebrities and entertainers.
Yeah.
That's real. That's kind of
Say way. You pick me for us, then we ain't picking you.
Because there's more work you got to put in. You try to make a woman in this country try to do the basic stuff. It's like you losing your focus. You as a man, a God-fearing man, trying to focus on what's important. We at war. We ain't got time to tell a woman how to be a woman. Teach you how to. What you need to do now? You supposed to already be equipped as a woman to be how to be a woman.
Or at least start, get to know what pleases what pleases your man. That takes time, we understand that. It does take time, but eventually there has to be like something got to click. You like, this is what my husband likes. This is what he don't like. That's what we doing with Yahawashi. This is what he like. This is what he don't like.
If you remember, we made a contract, an agreement with the Most High. Like any contract you make, and if you break it, what they call a breach of contract, if you sign a football contract, and this is what is required of you, to be out on the field, practice every weekend, hit the bags, we got a game coming up that you got to practice all this week. We're gonna have to put in extra practice. We're gonna go to midnight this time. You're gonna have to do that shit because that's what you signed up for, to be a football player. You don't want to be a football player, you do something else. But at the end of the day, according to the truth and our heritage, you're gonna be an Israelite no matter what. You can't find a good religion and be like, hey, I think this will work for me. I don't have to do shit. That's why people be trying to find the most comfortable religions and shit. You don't got to do shit. Yeah, I just got to go to church on Sunday. I'm cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shit.
I'll see y'all niggas 2 hours late.
Now, if you party too much on Saturday and not make it Sunday, the preacher ain't going to call you and say, why weren't you at church? He's just going to keep rolling with the church, but churches, they don't have anybody accountable. There's no accountability in church.
They just be like, well, we're glad you're here this week. You got a couple dollars for the library?
Yeah.
They ain't worried about that shit.
They know when your money missing. Hey, you ain't tied in a long time. They don't even know your ass. Yeah.
Over here, we really care about Israel, so it ain't like we like on some just super tyrant shit. We like, we want to see Jay good. Like, we good, you all right, we brothers. Some brothers you care about them and stuff, man.
We're still alive, we're eating, we're blessed. We got to work at these crappy jobs, but hey, if we didn't have no opposition, we wouldn't be hardened on the edge. We ain't gonna have these jobs forever. It says, I am he that comforts you. What is the comfort? Holy Spirit. What does Holy Spirit do? Teach you all things. Teach you how to be a better man. Teach you how to be a better husband, a better wife, a better children of the Most High, a better daughter and son and daughter, a better family, a better brotherhood. It teach you all those things. It says, who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that should die, and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass? Yeah. So man is not our comfort. Neither can they make us afraid on every side because they're going to be grass. They're going to die. You know?
That's what the Lord said. He said, all flesh is grass. That Lord, get that weed whacker. That ass is grass, Jake. Yeah,
hey,
Yahawah.
One day, Most High will, we're going to be the lawnmower man. So
you hear me?
Mowing. Yeah, mowing y'all's asses over.
Isaiah 66:16, baby.
That's funny because, like, even with that device that's going to be implemented, you got to understand, even us in this free world, what's that scripture say? Will they do this in a green tree? Like, basically, like, just because you get that device, don't mean your life going to be better, Jay. It means you're really under the control now. Yeah. The folks can tap a little button with that frequency there. There's going to be set income. Yeah. Like, you still not going to be able to get rich off the device, Jay.
You're still going to have to deal with that grievous sore.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they're going to have different types of MOTV. Like, they got cell phones. They're going to have updated ones because they're going to be like, oh, that motherfucker got boils from that one. We got to change that chip a little bit. They're going to have to modify that motherfucker. Jake has boils in that. It's like the jump shot. They got a bunch of different fucking types of that shit. You know, like rich people, they want the best of the best. They want to be secluded. I don't want the regular they got. I want that. I want the one that y'all. I don't want the one y'all gave to all the kids over there.
Jake, do you remember the old phones? Then they had the invisible phones where you could see the workings in the phone and shit, and light up different colors and shit. If I have a chip that have like a neon in that mother, they be like, look at my, it might,
sad, man. That's scary though, man. That's realize that's a real thing that's about to happen. It's like we really gonna have to have faith in that time to realize, like, whoever take part in that, man. I don't want no dealing with. Nope.
Right. Shit. I'm scared as hell.
You don't know what that person gonna do. You don't know how these people gonna react though with that.
Like, you know how they gonna do. You gonna act the worst you ever been since the dawn of time. You gonna be the worst you've ever been. That's what's gonna happen. That's what Jacob trouble is. Every wicked person here, they've never been as wicked as they're gonna be this time. They're gonna be the most wicked they've ever been. The Lord's gonna destroy them.
Just allow the Lord to judge this place. It's a point of no return.
You gonna have women eating their own babies and shit. Like, we can't mention that shit enough. That's a horrible, heinous thing to do.
And and women, you gotta understand too. Y'all don't. That day, Most High can give your mind up to bear reprobate to where y'all say that now. I care about my baby. A lot of women said that growing up. When they was 15 and had their first baby, now they just selling their baby on the dark web and shit, and killing their babies. Yeah.
One guy, he sold his baby to get into a cartel or something, to get a golden AK, get in the game. Sold his baby to the game, man.
Where it says it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of because, hey, when Most High take that spirit from you, all the spirit, the other spirits be waiting like, hey, let's get them now. You can go back to an old drug, crack and shit. How's this my ninja on crack and it's 2024?
You take that MOTV, that's gonna make it where your DNA basically got rerouted. Yeah. And then demons gonna have full way with you. Whatever they want to do. However they want you to act, however they want you to be, you're gonna be like that, man.
It showed you that, they have a saying called glitching and all that. He glitching and all that. They had the Kingsmen, where they controlling the people. They, put that in them. So Most High gave them a good amount of wiser than Daniel juice, technology to really complete a lot of unbelievable stuff. Yep. So don't think it's far-fetched, Jake. You know? Because at one time, men didn't think it was possible for a big, heavy airplane to fly. They doing it, though.
They put nanobots in people down there. The nanobots, little robots that go in there and clean up your blood cells. Yep. How the hell they know that?
And trick your blood cells.
Yep.
And you know, like our cells carry information. That's what they know, too.
Yeah. They know how to erase your shit. Yeah. And that's really the main thing they want. They want to erase Jake's DNA so he can't remember the Most High. You know?
That's why when you become studied in this thing, you meditate day and night, you actually have the word in you. And they start killing those evil cells that have been learning the wickedness. You know, we are unraveling that psychological wickedness, that philosophical wickedness that they put in us. Because that's where people learn it from. You learn over and over again, and you just, like, a lot of people can't get that Jesus thing out of their mind. They can't believe that he's a so-called black man because they just been learning that over and over again. They mind is automatic. It's on what we call automatic.
You saw he been ruling for so long, they don't know any other way that things can be.
They can't picture us getting beamed up into a chariot. It's too much for them. Like, man, they'll believe in Superman. They'll believe in like Superman.
It's gonna be so strange. Your ass die in Jacob's trouble, and then the Lord make you come back here for the missiles. He reincarnate you back here, and the same people you was talking shit to, you just see them standing there immortal. You like, the fuck? Shalom, gone. Okay.
Beam me up, Scotty.
That's what we're gonna see. That's what we're hoping to see. We're hoping to see. Whoever didn't believe us, we hope that we see you.
Yeah, Yahawashi said, hey, he took a man into the for the fig tree or whatever, something like that. He said, what did you come to see? A big shaking, a leaf shaking. He said, hey, you're going to see more greater things than this. Like, would you come to see a prophet? I think he made a point, but like, it was some angelic stuff going on, man. Like, they was amazed, like, he doing this by some magic or something. We got spiritual powers on the right hand side. There's spiritual powers on the right hand side too.
To see that this stuff is really gonna happen, and that's why we're out here every day putting our lives on the line. You know, so if you're someone following you, know, you should be rooting for us. We really here to serve Israel. That's our main job. We're here to serve ourselves. We gave up everything that we could have in this world for this truth. And a lot of us, before we came to the truth, the Lord already had it where we wasn't going to get nothing, so we could be here for it. And we didn't even know. You know?
Jeremiah 51:3, it says, for the Lord shall comfort Zion, not every nation, comfort Zion. Who's been afflicted? Zion. Who's been troubled? Zion. We don't care about the other nations in poverty. They leaders need to fix them. They got their own leaders, man. Yeah. You see China's sweatshops? Yeah, we're going through what? Ask the leader of China and shit, the president of China or whatever, to fix y'all state. Now, when we ask, we're going to be like, damn, we got to ask who we ask. Because y'all only got the vote of Trump and Kamala Harris, whatever. Y'all can believe that she's, whatever that she'll do for y'all. Y'all can believe that, but y'all still got to ask the system she's a part of. Y'all, she works for them, man. She's not a president where she rules all over the nations and shit, or the world affairs and shit. She just how could one person do that either? You got to have a whole body, a whole team, And she's not. What did it say? The Most High deprived her of wisdom. She ain't got it in her hand to make the best decisions and shit for a whole country and shit. Yeah. Somebody controlling her, man. So
all these want to see, all these want to see is a black woman up there trying to run the place.
Yeah, so that's all they see.
Yeah, this is the new Harriet Tubman.
Yeah,
that's all. Yeah, and that's why we have a lot of problems. With because a lot of Israelite women have had to kind of defend for themselves because we ain't had no power. So a lot of them have gained some masculinity. But you know, with us as men, we don't want to date no damn man. All right, we don't want to date you if you act like a man. We want you to act like a weaker vessel. Even maybe you might have some of that. But what does that say? What does it say? You got to get rid of your old self. You got to get rid of the former you. Yeah, you got to. So maybe you was like that, but you got to get rid of that.
That seems like Tyler Perry. What is he the one that said "Think like a man"? Yeah, think like a man. Come on, man.
Yeah, think like a man. This motherfucker wearing a goddamn dress, all his damn movies and shit. Now women out here thinking like men, and then you expect to get a real man. It's not gonna add up. We don't want a man. I don't want somebody next to me with drawers on. Okay, that's what I want to dress on.
That's what Brad thought her situation was, and that her significant, so to speak, other ended up going back to a man because she wasn't thinking like no damn man at that time. So that doesn't work anyway.
And they promote it.
Yeah, they promote it. Yeah, and that's what it is for. Like, you know, they'll promote that lesbian. Like, you know, even with Queen Latifah, they promote her to be a lesbian and shit. But she went done living single when she was dating a man. She went back into a feminine state.
Then like they made that one movie, like you said, that one dude, he was like a ex-Marine, and all these Edomites was fucking with him and shit. He ain't even fight none of them.
Yeah,
he ain't even beat up none of them. Then you got people like Jessica Alba. This bitch done took down the whole cartel with a bow and arrow and
Jennifer Lopez.
Like Jennifer Lopez. This bitch ain't beat nobody up. Fuck out of here.
Colombiana. You know, I'm taking, no.
Like, get out of here.
You taking a whole nation,
a whole goddamn kingdom down.
Yeah.
Jolie. Yeah, you know, went through there and just solved the whole riddle no man could solve. The dawn of time and shit. Like,
I want to bring up that one again about Monster, by that so-called white woman that was got revenge to kill all her victims, and even some that wasn't her victim because you know she was great.
Yeah.
And she wanted revenge on men, starting with her victims. But she told the people like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing shit out there. It wasn't no organized criminal activity. You know, I believe her because you know, she's like, I'm killing all those men and nobody. You know?
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like you, it ain't organized. Like, it's you know, I mean, like, you know, they make it seem like a woman can really plot all that shit out. No, man.
Yeah. But they made a movie out of it. She didn't come up with the movie.
Yeah.
She was saying that's what they kept me alive for, kept me out, allowed me to do that so they can make a movie. You know? But she said, shit, I wasn't really hiding anything. I wasn't like deep thinking criminal and shit. I was just every time I find somebody, I just kill them and shit. But you have somebody like Ted Bundy, which is a man. He's more. How would you say? He's more.
Strategic?
More calculated.
Yeah, he's strategic.
Because he's a
like
man. Men are more calculated than women. We think with ideas and logic.
Body and shit on schedule.
Yeah. He said, "Oh shit, I'm late. I was over the 10. 5 minutes. Yeah, I gotta get there." Women to make a phone call. Could you take care of that for me? Hire a hitman and shit. Hitman, he makes sure he's on time. Like he'll call the woman back. He said, "I'm glad, you know, because they about shopping and money and worldly things. Men are kind of like we thinkers. All these inventions were made by men. Even the so-called black men and Latino inventions." But let's start to close out a little bit. It says, "Most High should comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places. He will make her wilderness like Eden, her desert like the garden of the Lord." We're going to go back to that beautiful garden. It says, "Joy and gladness shall be found therein." See, now it's not joy and gladness. It's misery and sadness. That's all what Jay talk about in his songs. Yeah, this nigga looking at me funny. I I was counting my money. Yeah. He told me I was bummy. I can't control my girl. She talking shit. It's all sorrow, man.
50 Cent talking about some men trying to kill him and shit. Trump trying to be the new one, trying to put in the remix because he got shot at a couple times.
Yeah. All Tupac songs straight morning and shit.
That shit is a joke, though.
That's one song he had, it was sad as hell. He's like, I see bloods and crips going up the hill, looking for a brighter day. Like, just sadness, man. Like, damn. Y'all,
Like,
you know, Jake makes some bomb songs, but you can see the sadness, you can hear the sadness in them motherfuckers. Yeah, that pain. So imagine not having the pain, how much of a wholesome song that would be. Y'all gonna act like we're gonna lose our flavor because we ain't no more longer oppressed. We're gonna have more flavor, man. We're gonna have more of everything. You know? We're gonna have more jewels, more rivers, more mansions, more instruments. We're gonna create new instruments.
You can't put out an incorruptible spirit. You can't put out a candle that the Lord set on the earth to shine.
Yeah. You know? Hey, they got water, you know, water reacting to the instruments and stuff. Well, we're gonna make water the actual instruments and shit. It's gonna we might have a river that it makes music when it flows down the street. That's how the Most High get down, man. Who you think you mess with, Esau? He made the sun, moon, and stars. He said he made the heavens and earth. No God has done that.
Water making sounds, berries flying out of it.
Yeah.
Diamond berries and shit that you can eat. Shit, they look like diamonds.
Every time you wake up, there's doves in your window and shit.
These motherfuckers dropping off motherfuckers. All type of shit.
Yeah, your doves have a diamond chain.
One of them got an apron grilling something for you, grilling some lamb for you and shit. Like, Shalom, man.
Your lion got a big gold chain on it.
I was just reading when I was talking about King Solomon had a throne. He had them lions in like 12 steps.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man, you know.
Marble, gold, vessels, all that laced. Yeah, satin, silk, and all that.
And that's the one thing I'm excited about, like getting to actually be like, to go see Yahawashi's crib. You know how dope his shit is gonna look? Man.
Yeah, part of his crib is the heavens, because he said, I stretch the heavens like a curtain.
But you know, he had like his one spot where he like, this is my house, though. Like, who knows? He might have a little crib with 2 or 3 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't, we're not even able to contain that.
You had to go to another side of heaven to get to the front door. My father's house is made of so I go prepare a place for it.
The moon is like a light bulb to the Most High. You think this light bulb is something?
Yeah. That's a glow in the dark marble to the Lord.
Yeah, that's a celestial being that you can't even put your hands around. You know, you can't put your mind around it.
Yeah.
Like how it was created, like the dynamics of, you know, the elemental gathering of how that moon came. Like he put the moon, sun, moon, star together. He said, "Hey, there's a billion stars."
Brother, Paul was talking about words to utter when he saw like paradise.
Yeah,
he said, heard words that man couldn't utter and put his thoughts around it.
You think you know that Toyota with kicking their heels? You think that was off of a truck and shit? What you think we're gonna be doing? We're gonna be shooting up in the air, and you know, gonna be moving like those children. Got a Beetlejuice close to that damn Halloween. Dropping down to 7. Close out. Maybe close out with a few articles too. Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness. The people is in whose heart is my law. That's not everybody. Whose mind is my law. Everybody don't think about the Most High. Don't have the Most High on their minds. It says that thought Most High is not in all their thoughts. It says, fear ye not the reproach of men, neither ye be afraid of their reviling. For the moth shall eat them up like a garment. All these motherfuckers gonna be eaten up like a garment, like a moth. Yeah. All they gonna be laid flat like grass, desolation. They like the soil, like the what do you call it, the carnation of man. It fertilizes the earth. It goes back into the earth. Dust from what dust you came, dust shall thou return. The Most High said He put a spirit in man. So these spirits in the bodies are playing out roles that He put in His movie, so to speak. I love that analogy, that the movie analogy. Most High is the author, and this is a movie. And you got the role play of Jacob and Esau, and you got the nations. I love movies. We movie buffs at GMS. We love movies. Yeah.
It's like when the Lord was showing the prophets the visions, it's like based, I guess, it might have been seen like a hologram, but basically like he was able to mentally give them a trance. Yeah. But like the Lord loved us so much, He actually put us in these bodysuits that see it. Yeah. A spirit, like they always talk about the will, the spirit was within the will that spirit within this human suit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. But even with that's how you know these dynamics and powers are here on Earth, because even with that technology of AI, when people turn that on, or they put on them helmets or whatever, it warps their mind out. And some people say they're afraid of that because like I saw one of the latest ones I saw where they walking on a plank and they like 1,000 feet up above the air, but they in a room with that AI helmet on, and they really think they falling and shit. So they be crashing in the TV and shit, and crashing on the floor. So they playing with their mental state between reality and AI. But imagine it really happening without AI. That's even more scarier than AI. You know? So Most High is kind of grooming us and gradually building us into this. You know?
Damn, what the
I'm calling the spiders. There's spiders in King's Mansion.
Yeah, it is. We ain't in there though. He might do something that he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Yeah, man. I'm one of those, right? What they say, nocturnal like this? I think that's the word. There's certain things that but the water though, still looking up. It says, for the moth shall eat them up like a garment, and the worm shall eat them like wool.
Go to the house.
But my righteousness shall be forever, and my salvation from generation to generation. And it said we can eat poison and live. So that's our faith too. You know? That, hey, you gotta have faith even if something happened and bit by a bug, you gotta can't panic. You have the faith. Shit. And it's all a mind thing anyway, for the most part, it's the most ultimate spirit thing. But we'll get a couple articles closed out.
Yeah, it's having a tough time coming into, so I'm gonna have to use it on my phone. But I did see one talking about there was another strike killing 19 people in Israel, shot people. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. So I did a bunch of them the other day, but I'm trying to see if I got a couple new ones. Another person. Oh, wait, that was her talking about she implies the Democrats created the Hurricane Halal, saying they control the weather.
It's over what? How many? 200 victims of hurricane?
Yep, and 600 missing altogether.
Like the pastor said too, that where Helene come from, Hellenistic.
Yep.
Greek word.
Yep, and this right here, that wormwood is part of this too. In the Revelation, we're talking about the waters will be contaminated. They even got the bottled water gonna be contaminated. You think that the Lord ain't just talking about the waters in the ocean and in the rivers. It's talking about all the water gonna be fucked up. Investigation uncovers decades of toxic sludge seeping into America's food chain. See, we should have been dead by now. We would have been dead without the Lord. A steep price and future contamination of food and water. And it says more than 900 migrants arrive in small boats in a day. So we got a whole lot of people still wandering after beast here. They're going to come here and Esau Edom going to give them all the funding. And everybody out here dying in these hurricanes and shit ain't getting shit. It says Trump pledges to rename Army base after Confederate general. Going back to that Confederacy, this is what they believe in. That they really are against Jay. You know? So
Yeah, like we said, we got remote control tornadoes and shit. Remote control hurricane.
Oh, it says over there in the city, it said 4 shot, 3 in custody in Bricktown shooting. Judgment going out there in the city. Yep, judgment going out there in the city. Says LAPD defends unleashing robot dog in the city. Promises spot will never be weaponized, whatever. And it says Helene death toll rises to at least 227 across 6 states. So, no, and it also says stock up on these items because of nationwide trucker strike. That was 2 days ago, but we know they're still going to do that.
Yeah, and there was they still do that. They put it on pause with them. The people were still nervous because inside the stores it was empty. They didn't have any buying. Yeah, exactly. I got a few of them just to read the surface of the topics. A year from October 7th, tens of thousands dead and fears of a forever war. The power of water, how Halal devastated. See, that's the power of the Most High, not the water. What did the Yahawashi? He's calmed the waters. He calmed the wind.
And if he want to, he control Esau Edom. He can say, "Turn it up for me." He can do all that.
And them chariots be causing a lot of tornadoes.
He'll say, "I want you to put water here, 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 and here." They said it was 60 trillion gallons of water. 60 trillion, man.
This is just a little news. Elon Musk leaps to Trump's side in rally appearance. The boys charged in Manhattan assault on former governor. Israel strikes batter Beirut in heaviest bombardment. KGP slammed after hurricane. 6 days of Trump lies about just a lot of that's it, man. Israel strikes Lebanon as region braces.
Yep. Got 19 killed. I think that's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, he struck some still.
So yeah, man. Heating up. News is hot, exciting, it's horrific, terrible. All that stuff, man. Look like chariots and clouds over there. Everything working right on time. So hey, with that, hopefully it was edifying, man. Another day in and out, man. Most High willing, we'll be here till the end. Highways and byways, going in and out of the season. So we're gonna give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Hey, Most High told us to, we the people of the East. So this ain't no weird ass stuff we face anymore. But giving all praises to Yahawah, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Rawchaa, Yahawashi, Divine Apostle, Elder Bishop, Great Minister. Most High take to the bus, work for the whole collection, elect, contrite spirits, return back to the Most High. Sincerity, blessings, men, women, children, family. Shalom.
Shalom.